When he is born on the coldest day ever, Jack's heart remains frozen. To save his life, a midwife named Madeleine replaces his heart with a clock. He was then abandoned by his mother. On his 10th birthday, Jack goes to town for the first time with Madeleine, but before that, Madeleine reminds him of the 3 rules to follow so that his heart clock doesn't break. Do not touch his needles, control his anger, and the 3rd most important rule of all, never fall in love. Jack meets a little singer with glasses, with whom he instantly falls in love. As he and this young girl are about to kiss, Jack's heart overheats, and he passes out. Madeleine takes him home and berates him for breaking the 3rd law, and because almost dying. Jack then asks Madeleine to enroll him in school. He meets another boy named Joe. On his 14th birthday, Jack picks up a birthday card signed Miss Acacia that Joe dropped on the floor. Joe orders Jack to return his card, but Jack refuses. Joe grabs Jack by the neck and lifts him up. Jack's cuckoo clock goes off and accidentally pierces Joe's eye. Jack runs away from school and runs home. Madeleine, after learning what happened, helps Jack escape as the authorities pursue him. Heartbroken, Jack hugs Madeleine one last time and leaves. While he is on a train, he falls on a man who chases him through the train. The man stalks Jack, but is repulsed by a man named George. Jack explains to George that he has met a singer with glasses and that she is in Granada, in Andalusia. George agrees to travel with Jack across Europe to Andalusia to find Miss Acacia. They travel together across Europe and finally arrive in Andalusia, where they discover a funny amusement park. Jack finally finds Miss Acacia, but she doesn't remember who Jack is. Jack accepts a scarer job on a ghost train. Miss Acacia tells Jack that she feels like she knows him. Unfortunately, she also tells him that she is in love with someone else, to Jack's great disappointment. They meet at the cinema to attend George's film entitled Romeo and Juliet. Jack believes that Acacia is in love with Joe and tells Acacia that he was the victim of harassment through her fault. Acacia is confused, telling Jack that he must be wrong, that the one she is in love with would never have hurt a fly. Jack discovers that she is actually talking about him. Unfortunately, he doesn't know how to tell her. Jack arranges to meet Acacia at the cinema. When she arrives, him, George, and the 2-headed woman giving her a puppet show retracing the day when Jack and Acacia met. Jack steps out of the curtain and hands the piece of fabric from the Acacia's dress that he had accidentally tore when they first met. Jack declares his feelings to Acacia and shows her how to wind his clock. He offers Acacia to leave together after her concert, and she accepts. Jack quits his job and leaves to attend the Acacia concert. A car arrives in the amusement park, which is actually Joe, now one eye with an eye patch. Acacia confronts Jack. He replies that he did indeed gouge out Joe's eye, but that it was an accident. Jack jumps on Joe in rage and tries to hit him, but Joe knocks him down, breaking a hand of his clock. She decides to leave with Joe upon realizing Jack's instability. He returns to George and begs him to fix his clock. But Jack reveals that he has no more time because he has given his key to Acacia, who left with Joe. George helps Jack to get into a car to return to Scotland. He manages to get home and is greeted by Anna and Luna as he collapses to the ground. Jack asks Anna and Luna where Madeleine is. They tell him that the day he left, Madeleine was arrested, thrown in jail, and died there of heartbreak. Devastated, he goes to Madeleine's grave, and he collapses. Miss Acacia came back for Jack to fix and reassemble his broken clock when she realized she had the key. Jack throws the key away, telling her that she just saved him, and the two finally kiss. Time stops except for Jack, who slowly moves away to climb the snowflakes to go up to the heaven.